Welcome to Hudson Stadium in Eugene. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Dan Lanning continues to prove why he's one of the best coaches in college football right now. Coming off a 13-2 season, yet another appearance in the college football playoff. He has a great stable of quarterbacks that will be fascinating to watch this season. Dante Moore returns, hoping to elevate his NFL stock, but top transfer portal quarterback Dylan Raiola in the wings. We'll see how it shakes out for the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
One thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Madsen. Caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
They punted away on fourth down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The run inside. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
On the run, it's Hill. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Stewart. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Hits inside. It's Davison. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Handoff again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Third and long right here. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Hudson. Right side, it's Ford. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now on second down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. The short hands, it's hooked. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Moore, play action. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes 3rd down. Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker and let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
Quick give. It's Davison. Got the 1st down. Here's a little room there. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Using his legs, it's Riley. They were all over it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Right back to the well. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Ford. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap in the shotgun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turns it loose. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see it takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Right side, it's Hooks. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws it off the RPO. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the 1st overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's 1st-round draft pick type stuff.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it on the third downs. Nice job coming up big on a third down, forcing the 4th down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Making his first move. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing more. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Out wide right, it's Stewart. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
In traffic, it's Stewart. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Makes the grab, it's Hooks. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Hooks. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right side, it's Johnson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. They'll run the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Davison. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Out wide left, it's Ford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Bates. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Out wide right, it's Terry. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Madsen. Left side, it's Wagner. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Out wide left, it's Bates. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Moore with the play fake. Rushes on. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. Stopped right there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Moore to the air again. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Left side is Bates. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Right side, it's Stewart. Breaks into the open. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
From the 30-yard line on first down. On the ground with the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.